Right.
Talking about when the outside. KJ Acker.
Alright boys, so starting lineup, Lowy, Tice, Ricey, Skip, Mitchie, Wheels, Jose, Holty, Will, myself and Christian up front. Okay, so from what I've seen from Western, there's two formations that they could possibly start with. Okay, so we'll figure it out early. The first one against Charlestown, they went with a 3-4-1-2. So we'll start on that, what we touched on the other night. Okay, they got these two will come wide, alright. We've got Robbie on the right, he'll be a little bit more defensive. Hurley plays on the left, very more attack minded. Alright, these two sixes, this is what they try and play out with these five here. Okay, so we want to try and be aggressive. Once the ball comes out here and it goes one way, alright, so Will or myself, we're going to press from outside in. Okay, so Mitchie, I want you to be sort of 50-50. Okay, what we've got to be careful of is this six being able to bounce out easy. But if he does, hopefully then we can just trap him both sides anyway. Okay, but Holty, I want you to get on this six here. Jose, if they start with the back three, okay, you can just play almost as 2-8s when we're defensive. Alright, so it's not just ball side now, you and Holty become the two, right? And Paddy stays. Okay, so there's no confusion there. Alright, so we go aggressive here, because they will take risks. They do take risks, they try and play. These two boys, they're not bad on the ball, we just got to keep it facing backwards. Alright, Christian, you come stand on this one, so there's no easy out ball for the sixes, alright? Will, you're in that 50-50 if the ball's on that side. Okay, you're ready to go if they get the switch over to here, or the long delay here, but hopefully we've got enough pressure on here where they can't just knock that one there. Because what we've got to be careful of as well is this ball here, they try to exploit these spots there with these two strikers that sort of sit outside our centre backs. Okay, so if Mitchie, you've got to be careful not to go too early, you open up that space, alright? So Skip comes across Brycey, so you're going to have to slide across, okay? Then we've got Wheels in front here. The 10, he's Sutherland, I think his name is, so he's handy on the ball, but he doesn't want to really get involved in build-up. Okay, he's a bit lightweight, so he doesn't want to receive the ball with Paddy on his back. What he'll more do is if they come in here, he'll look to go there. Okay, so you've got to be careful of that movement. Alright? They did that quite well against Charlestown, got him a few times. So we just got to communicate. Skip, if you feel like they're coming there, I'd rather you stay and let him pick it up. If there's that sense of danger, then Paddy can come across and cover that one. Okay? But if we're good to go, I don't want you coming in there, and Paddy, if it's too slow, you're just going to have to follow. Alright, but I think they're not overly quick with their build-up. They try and be slow and patient, and I think that's where we can get them really. In here, especially with the bobbly pitch, we can really cause some problems if we win it, okay, in these areas. So Jose, if you win it and you'll start driving forward, then look at our numbers, okay? These areas here, you can really exploit outside this one. You get 1v1 with him, we're either looking at an early delivery, or you'll take him on, getting on your left foot, yeah? Okay? So that's the main thing. There will be times they get out. They're not bad. There's a couple of good players, like I said. If they do manage to get out, okay, then we just work our way back. Alright, work our way back. And if it's all the way back here, what they're going to do, even if we get in our half, okay, then they're still going to have the same setup in this area of the pitch. We get set, and then we go again. Okay? It's just, there will be times they get out, whether it's luck or good play, there's going to be times. So we just got to work hard, get back in, and support it. Okay? If they do manage to get the diode, alright, obviously, that's a long way to go, but just try and get back in here and try so you work your way across. Okay? If he comes forward, then we just got to deal with it. Alright? We're good enough to deal with it. Jose, when the ball goes over your head, I want you to drop back into the 2 sixes. Alright, help Paddy out. Whether it's forward defending this guy, and then we're going to pick up scraps. Because these 2 6s, they don't push forward often, so any headers are going to knock down you and Paddy can play with each other. Okay, and then knock down, or second balls, they press really quickly for the first 2 or 3 passes. Alright, as soon as Charlestown got 2 or 3 quick passes, then they just went straight back into the block. Alright, so we've got to be careful, like I said, the bobbly pitch, to not overplay, but there is space if we look. Okay, if we're all pressing together, then if we win it, we should all be connected enough to keep the ball anyway. And then we decide if it's on to play forward early, quickly, and exploit these spaces here, or even Christian, if he's high with this guy, can we get Christian into these areas? Or Christian facing the ball, 1v1, perfect. Or we keep it, and we be patient. Alright, they get back in the block. Like we were on Friday night, we were very patient, huh? I don't mind that, but the more patient we are in this area of the pitch as well, we've got to be careful. We can't have Mitch, Tyso, Holtzy, Jose, me, Will, all in one line here. Okay, because they get back in the block, then there's a few players in here, we can't have Paddy by himself and the ball forming the 3 players here. Okay, so I don't mind Mitch and Tyso. If the ball's over in this area, Tyso, you come into like these sort of areas, yeah? That's alright, because then we can use you to play out as well. Yep. If you're driving into here, we all can break out. Okay, that's alright. If they play the 4-3-3, then nothing really changes from our normal press. Okay, so if they're in a 4-3-3, it's the same thing. Hurley still goes high. So then they've just got one less in here, really. Okay, they did this against Maitland and they struggled big time. That's why I think he changed it up. But if they do, then Jose, I want you to sit more. Okay, we'll try and recognise that early. Then you just sit a little bit more. Let Holtzy go there. Okay, so if it's that way, just nice and simple. If it goes to this one, Christian, just try and block that off. Alright? And then same as Holtzy here, Will, you're still in that 50-50, okay? Try not to let them get that out ball. Alright? Simple as. We do that pretty much every week anyway, so that should be fine. Like I said, they take risks, okay? The pitch isn't great, so I think we can get them on that. The diagonal ball, they look for a lot. Okay, hopefully with the high press, we can knock that out. But you boys, I think we'll have that covered anyway. Like I said, they look to exploit those spaces outside our centre backs if Mitchie or Tyso come forward too early. So we've just got to be careful. You either call Tyso or Mitchie, tell them to delay, or you make sure we've got enough cover to cover it. Okay, they press quickly and then get into their block. So that's pretty much them to a T. Look, I watched the game when they played Maitland. Like I said, they struggled big time with the high press. So I think we can really cause some damage and stop them playing out. For us, I think we can exploit the space beside the centre backs, whether they play with 2 or 3. Yeah. Hurley as a left back, I don't think he really wants to play left back. He's more very attack minded, so there's a lot of space in here, whether there's a 3 or a 2. Yeah, so Will's definitely on in that space all the time. And when we're playing out, so like I said the other night, Tyso, don't go too high too early, because if they've got the 2 and then the 3 at the back, what happens is Hurley will wait, right? If it goes to you, he'll just rush out, okay? And in that formation, Jose, you can be a little bit higher, alright? We're either bouncing that one to go to Will there, or if it's on and he's pressing from here and it's on early, you can just play in there. Then you're dragging the centre back out here, where he doesn't want to be, against Will. Alright? So I think we can get a lot of joy in that side with early rush now. Okay. When we get into those areas, both sides, early delivery, very early delivery. They watch the ball. So if we get here, the centre backs are slow getting back. So Christian's making runs in here. I want Holtzy, Jose, if you're high, get yourself in the box. Alright? And then we've got me coming in as well, or Will this side. early delivery into here, or Will, if you beat the man and get down to these places, like I said, they've got about 5 or 6 just watching the ball and they all in one line. So then we need the opposite movement. Okay, if Holtzy's making a late run, Christian, you come out, penalty spot because the cutback's on. Alright, a lot of times. So players and runs in the box. I think we'll get a lot of joy and a lot of joy in these areas, and we're going to be ruthless. So we're going to be better than last week in those areas. So that's about it, boys. Goal kicks, we'll press high. Others knock it long. I think we'll win a lot of balls there. Corners, Western mark all zonal, pretty much. Okay, so if we get 4 big boys, penalty spot, make runs, I think the back post is on. But then again, they're all zonal, they all watch the ball. If delivery's good, then I think we can get a bit of joy. I don't mind even, because their zonal marking is very close to the keeper. So I don't even mind if we go a few out swingers. Alright, a few out swingers, a few big boys coming onto it late, and then using the power of the out swinger. Otherwise, boys, the importance of this match is massive. Yeah, we need to maintain our winning streak. We're at home. Yeah, big fucking game. Okay, big game. These guys will be pumped. Like I said, they beat Maitland, they beat Jaffers. Now they want to try and knock us off. Okay, we've got to be focused. We've got to be ready to go. Good warm up. Okay, the pitch like today, we focus on our first touch. Okay, first touch is important. Support quickly. Alright? There'll be a lot of second balls, so there could be a bit of a battle today. We win the fucking battle. We win the battle and we get the job done. Alright?
That's 7.
Hey, Shorty, stuck in.